Every real cowboy like myself knows how lonely it is out on the open range, which is why I listen to the Cowboy Boys podcast. With best contractually obligated friends, Shayne Smith and Mac Arthur, the Cowboy Boys will comfort your soul better than any disease-ridden saloon gal ever could. Cowboy Boys.
Wait, do you want to record? Do you want to record the new intro?
Yeah, we could do it real quick. You start. I don't know how to start.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Cowboy Boys, not the Patreon. This is the real episode number 60. They didn't get
Hell
switched.
yeah.
We didn't record a new intro for this. And now be quiet so I can fade it in seamlessly into the regular podcast.
Nice.
I guess it's only even if you that's if you count every week, because someone posted that we've recorded combined about 80 episodes, so that's 80 hours of content.
Dude, that's crazy to think about.
Is it? It seems
80
so.
hours of our lives. I mean, if you actually, no, you're right, because if you stop and you put it into the context of video games, it's like I play that many video games a week. So
Well, it's people are like, I listen to it at work and I listen to like 2 or 3, 4, 6 episodes a day, and I'm like, damn,
shit.
we're never gonna catch up. We can't record for 8 hours a day, so sorry. You gotta listen.
Yeah,
You gotta get at least one other podcast in your life, people. Come on, we can't carry the brunt of that weight.
Mac, what's your alt podcast going to be called? Your solo project?
My solo podcast.
Yeah.
I had a name for it once. I can't remember it. I don't know. Completely. I'm trying to remember it, and I can't remember anything. What's your solo project going to be called? When Cowboy Boys ends, because your girlfriend cheats on you with me.
Okay. Yeah. It's so funny you say that. I was literally talking to Shayne Gillis about that like last night.
Oh no. Are we allowed to talk about that?
Yeah, we can talk about it on the Patreon.
Has he talked about it?
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to do with him. We were just talking about worst case scenarios. Yeah. So he actually was like, we should start a history podcast together, but he's pretty drunk, so I don't think that. Maybe that's my side project.
Dude, you should have a side project. I need you to get out of the house more so I can masturbate in peace.
Right, I know. Now that you're Volcel, you really need to like make the most of that. Should I buy us Blowmaster 3000s or whatever they're called?
Should we fleshlights?
No, not even fleshlights. I'm talking about like full on just fucking all the way blowjob machines. They don't even look like a lady. Have you not seen them?
Is it the one with the 3 prongs and then it has you wear a VR headset and then you put a fleshlight in it and it moves, it thrusts at you?
Well, I don't even think you put a fleshlight in it because it doesn't look like a vagina at all. It literally looks, it's just like, they're like, listen, it feels like a real blowjob, trust us. We know it looks like a Roomba. Just put your dick in it and let it happen.
Are you talking about the like portal machine robot that has a hole, like a rubber hole in it that looks like it's sucking you off?
You literally just put your dick into this like fucking box and it sucks your dick, dude. It puts your dick into another dimension and you get your dick sucked.
I'd rather have the 3D actuated robot. That way I can put on VR goggles and date anime girls in 3D.
Listen, you can still have your dick in that box and then you get your dick sucked with your VR head goggles on while you play Skyrim or whatever.
Yeah, but I want to be immersed. I want it to push back.
Here's what I do. My ultimate fantasy, I put the box under my desk while I'm playing video games and I just pretend that the box is a woman that loves me and it sucks me off while I play games. And my friends don't know, and the dirty secret isn't even that I'm getting a blowjob. It's that I have a loving relationship with a robot box.
You can't even see what's below my desk right now, so you don't know. You could be fucking a box. We could make a poor man's robot dick sucking box, which is just a shoebox with a hole cut in it and like a fleshlight jammed in. Whoa, fleshlight? That's not poor.
You're right, but you could get one of the really bad, like $10 ones that are just like all floppy, and then you just put a lot of paper mache in there or something. You just put scraps of newspaper and then fuck that box.
Oh man, at that point, just make a whole
So,
person.
did you
Have you ever
just
seen that
make a
serial
cardboard
killer?
lady?
I don't know if it was a serial killer, but there was like some mentally ill person online who like dug up a skeleton and then made like wrapped it in paper mache and then dressed it. And they were like, I think there also was a serial killer who like wrapped people in like plastic so they were like entombed, but he had them sitting around his apartment and would like sleep with them. Do you know what I'm
Whoa.
talking about?
Dude, I know a lot about serial killers, and I do not know this particular case. I'm gonna look that up now. So he made people into paper mache, like
Well,
inanimate objects.
he had to like wrap them in he had to like wrap them up in like rubber or paper mache or something
Mm-hmm.
because they're rotting, and he kept them around
Yeah.
for weeks.
Okay. Is he from England? Is he
I
an English guy?
I don't know.
There was a dude in England who was trying to preserve a dead woman he was having sex with, and like I don't remember what he was doing to preserve her like torso, but it was working, but the rest of her was decomposing.
Carl von
So
Kossel.
is he from England?
If you have Von in your name.
Oh yeah, dude. If you date anyone with Vaughn in their name and they don't own a country that they're the dictator of, you got to get away because he's a serial killer.
Carl Tanzler. That's a good serial killer name.
That is a good one.
Also, Count Carl von Kossel. If someone has Count in
Oh,
their name and they murder you, that's on you.
you deserve it. Yeah,
Like,
straight up, dude. I love we are on the same exact page now. You deserve that shit. You deserve that shit for sure.
Yeah, imagine you meet someone at a bar. They're like, "Oh, I'm Count Dave," and you're like, "Nope, not at all." No, I got a castle. It's cool. Like, nah, you got a dungeon
Dude,
in there, and not a fun dungeon.
Any dude with two names, and also, you know what? If it's Billy Bob, something bad's gonna happen. Don't go.
Here, let me pull it up on my phone, and then I could probably make this a meeting and share my screen.
Whoa.
I don't want weird stuff to pop up on my screen.
Yeah. Let's not let people know what you're up to.
You'll
Do you have
see
your
my
porn
tabs.
folder on your desktop? Do you do that?
I don't have my main porn folder on my desktop, but I do have many folders on my desktop that I'm cycling through with
Okay.
just projects.
I don't have a porn folder, but I will say I was on stream once and I pulled up my browser and I realized that I had a bunch of bookmarked porn, and I was like, "Oh no!" And ever since then, I hurt my own feelings. I like had to make sure to turn my bookmarks off. Oh, dude, it was like they were pretty embarrassing too, and they had keywords that if you Google them, you'd have found them. They were just like very specific videos I was into, but they're not really embarrassing. But there's something kind of like it's almost you know what it reminds me of, because this is my mental state right now. I'm so alone over the last like 2 years as far as like my feelings are concerned, that someone else seeing my porn feels like they're seeing if you brought up a photo, if you were going to your camera roll and then your girlfriend was naked and there were people looking at your phone, like, no, don't look at her, like she's pure. That's kind of what it felt like no, don't look at my porn, they're mine. It was so sad. Those two lesbians love each other and it makes me feel good.
I forgot that I have a porn like bookmark folder on my Chrome. Do you want me to read out the three? I've only bookmarked 3 things.
Hell yeah, dude. I want to hear them.
The first one is cute Talidova spreads her leg. I don't know what these videos are, so maybe I should click them before I read them out loud. I'm gonna look at that up. Is she okay? She is cute. Yeah, the first one is cute Talidova spreads her legs as he rams his big cock inside. That's a cool video. And then the next one, Blacked Raw, young wife addicted to BBC. That's pretty like I don't know what's in that. That could be anyone. I must have liked the girl in that probably. And then
Dude, Blacked makes some really high quality content right now.
here's my favorite one that I bookmarked. Teen virgin gently deflowered.
Oh, there it is.
Let's see what it. Oh, she's cute. She doesn't. She looks like at least 20 teen.
There you go. There you go. A lot of
I like
mine are
that it's
like
gently deflowered. I don't know. I
mine
don't
are
know the opposite of that.
mine are always embarrassing where it's like girl comes so hard she has brain damage, and it's like very like like Indian TikToks how they always have the most sensational titles. Like that's kind of the porn I watch. Girl comes so hard, forever brain damage. She will never be the same, question mark. I'm like, all right, I'm in. Let's see what's going on with
Should I
this.
Google that right now? See if it comes up.
Yeah, Google girl comes so hard she has brain damage, and then describe what she looks like to me. I know exactly who.
Oh, I've seen this video.
Is her name, and here, I'm going to tell you what her name is, and then you tell me if I'm right. Yeah. Is it Mary Jane Oren?
No.
Oh, it's a different girl.
It's Rain DeGray.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's a different one. Wow. There's multiple.
She does look like she loses. In that video, she does look like she loses all of her ability to think and function.
I love it. Big fan. Yeah, my favorite porn girl took all her porn off the internet. So
good for her.
I was very sad about it.
I like that. I like that you can. As much as I hate all the DMCA's and like the copyright bullshit that Disney fucks with everyone and all the music stuff on YouTube, it is cool that it does play out in girls' things that are like, I'm taking all my OnlyFans stuff down, and it's almost impossible to find it once it's taken down.
Yeah. You can't quite wipe everything, but you can definitely do damage to the amount of content online. Significant damage, and you can also make it very hard to find. So, and especially when you're beating off, you're like, I'm not gonna make this effort.
I don't.
But yes, she was my favorite. And
to find something if I'm hard.
dude, my coon brain doesn't work like that. I can't. Yeah, dude.
I can't hack.
Yeah, I can't hack her, man. She's so hot too. It sucked when her stuff went down. I literally. Because here's the thing with especially weird stuff like porn, it goes down.
I like that you're looking around outside.
Well, I am in Utah.
Are you embarrassed?
Yeah, a little. And then no, here's what happened. The last time we recorded, I said something really terrible, and some old dude was on his porch with his wife, and he was just arms out looking at me like, why? And so I was like, damn, I should chill.
You should have been like, no, it's a podcast, and then go give them some stickers.
So anyway, when it went down, I was like, I have no one. I don't like, this isn't a hobby I enjoy with anyone. I can't just go ask. And she was like a niche porn star. There's so much porn that you can't even go to like a subreddit and be like, hey, does anyone remember this girl? Did her stuff exist, or am I crazy? I mean, I could, but
I think you're underestimating the autism of the internet.
Maybe. I definitely had like a Mandela effect thing though, where I was like,
she exists?
Yeah, dude, where I was like, wait, who have I been? Was I really masturbating to her? Did she exist? Like, dude, it was like
I walk into your room while you're like jacking off, and I'm like, Shayne, she's been dead for over 10 years.
No! Dude,
and then you look down and your pants are on.
You know what'd be even crazier is if I was in there and I found one video of her, like one of the last ones online, and I'm furiously beating off, and you come in and you're like, what are you doing? Oh, gross. And then you're like, I thought I heard your ex's voice. Why are you listening to your ex? And I was like, what? And then you're like, yeah, you watching porn? You've been dating her for years. And I had blocked it all out of my memory.
That just bummed me out.
It bummed me out too. I bummed myself out, bro.
So anyways.
The Mandela affected myself. Anyway, Mary Jane Oren, she's great. You should check her out if you can find her.
See if I can find her right now.
Yeah, describe her to me, and I'll tell you what she looks like. You'll probably find something of her. Oren. A-U-R-Y-N.
UORY.
RYN.
All right.
AURYN, yeah.
You can't find any of her stuff?
And no, she's probably got stuff still out, but she used to have like a huge catalog, and now like most of it's gone.
All right, I'm finding lots of stuff, but
There you go.
I just
Maybe
know.
someone uploaded it back up.
Yeah, she looks pretty normal.
What is she? What is her hair?
It's very curly.
Okay, yeah, that's her.
You don't see enough curly hair in porn.
You don't, dude. Big fan.
Is that a cop talking to you?
No, that was some dude riding by, watching a TV show on his phone while riding a bike, and there was like sirens in the show.
Damn, that's a good mic.
Yeah, dude was just doing it loud. I think he had a Bluetooth speaker on his back.
Is that the same microphone you took with you ghost hunting last night?
It is. This is it. The fucking super mic.
Do you wanna talk about that, or are you allowed
Yeah, we
to?
can talk about it. Yeah, we can talk.
Haunted?
Dude, I don't know. Earlier today, me and my brother were at his house before we went to the gym, and the cats were being all weird, and both of us were like, "Nah, dude, you guys gotta act normal. This is fucked up."
You got spirit. You got ectoplasm all over you. You gotta
Dude,
wash
we
off
did.
in tomato juice.
It's so scary, dude. I legit. So I went like thinking it'd be mostly funny and like not. Of course, it's not real. And
you
then
don't believe in ghosts, right? Before?
No. I don't know what I believe now, dude. It was so weird. I don't understand what was going on. And my mom, and I don't want to be a dick. We're on Patreon, so I can say this because my mom doesn't support me financially in any way, especially not Patreon. The ghost hunting people my mom are with are incompetent. Okay, let's just be real. You saw what they look like. Okay.
Oh, okay. This is rude.
This is rude, but I'm just saying.
What does a ghost hunter look like? Does he have Jinko jeans and tattoos like you? Does he?
Yes.
Does he have to have a black wife beater on? Does he have to have a black fedora and be like, "I hunt ghosts professionally"? If he wears a fisherman's vest, that's not professional. I think that's more professional. I don't like how you're so judgmental of these ghost hunters.
Firstly, I would like to point out that you are the one who made it about their looks. I said they're incompetent. Okay. You saw them. And then you immediately started roasting how they look. Goddamn. Just absolutely devastating. I didn't even mention it. That would be like if I was like, Mac, if I like mentioned, Mac, what do you think about my art? And you were like, well, I don't want to say names, but it's pretty shitty. It's like, that's not what I asked anyway. So they don't, unlike, they're not like, they're just like goofy dudes. They don't, and ladies, here's the thing. They're not like setting up sound traps and fucking doing magic to confuse us and like, or faking. They literally, it's like how Trump, you're like, oh, they don't tell Trump about the aliens because he couldn't keep it a secret.
So you're saying
they're too incompetent to fake it.
Oh, okay. That they weren't messing with you, and that's why you think it's real?
That's why I think it's real, because I'm just like, listen, if I had been there and there was some like try-hard dude with like thousands of dollars of equipment that knows exactly what he's doing, and like
Zach Baggins is there trying to fuck you.
Exactly. Yes, I'd be like, all right, bro, you had the crew come before this. They set up some speakers that are hidden in the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But these guys are just like bumbling, silly ass, good time having 45-year-old Mormon dudes wearing basketball, bro, and they're like in basketball shorts and shit. They're just, you know, the type of Mormon guy that they are. I know, you know, they're just like really wholesome. Like, this is my hobby. I really like it. There's no fucking way these guys are faking it. And so when I was there, the first thing that happens is we hear like a disembodied whistle, and it scared my mom, which in turn made me be like, hold up a fucking minute. Like, my mom doesn't know how to act. And like, my mom couldn't act her way out of a fucking paper bag, dude. So when she was legitimately scared, I was like, oh, so that was real. We just heard a real whistle. And then apparently it turns out that like, oh, hey, puppy, that whistling is like a real thing.
Where's the dog?
We got a dog situation. There he goes.
Yeah. There's two.
Yeah, we got a double dog situation.
Go try and steal one.
No. So, they're with girl, some girl couple.
Two girls, two
Yeah,
dogs.
yeah. Two
Damn,
girls, two dogs.
they're living the lesbian dream.
Dude, they really are.
That's all I
We are.
want. I'm so
We are in
disappointed.
I am in the Marmalade district, which is the gay district in Salt Lake.
Yes.
But yeah, man, they did not fake it. We just got, dude.
So
it
you
blew
heard
my
a
mind.
whistle.
We heard a whistle. That was the first paranormal thing that happened.
And was that like on the weird, because you have that radio thing that cycles through all the AM channels that allegedly ghosts. Here's the thing. Ghosts are just dead people. And a normal person, I'm coming at this very skeptical. It's like, how does a ghost manipulate a radio to say, is the idea that the ghost just speaks on the the ectoplasm frequency is picked up on AM, and so then the ghost is like catcalling, whistling at you guys.
So basically, the idea is that ghosts are not. The idea that most people who are trying to figure out. So here's the thing: we don't know what ghosts are, and so people who like hunt ghosts will be like, "Yeah, we don't know, are ghosts existing? Are they mirrored in time? Are they infinite? Are they only here for like?"
Are they like,
dude,
we don't know how this equipment works, but
they kind of are, man. I'm not kidding. They're kind of just like, here's what we know.
Wait,
some
so where
ghosts are in.
Who makes this equipment?
Well, ghost hunters themselves. Here's what happened. The first ghost hunters ever were like, why do ghosts fuck? Like, ghosts can move stuff sometimes, but mostly ghosts fuck with energy. Like, they make lights turn off and they like do different weird things with energy. They make your TV and your radio turn on and off. Like, so a lot of paranormal stuff has to do with electricity or power.
Oh, we can
and
just
so they're
buy
like,
one of these on Amazon. I like
yeah,
that.
you can. They're just available to you, dude. And so then, early ghost people were like, oh, okay, so they're into energy, and so they expanded on that, and we're like, well, how ghosts manipulate energy, and so then they're like, how can we make it so that ghosts can speak to us? And they're like, well, let's encourage them to manipulate energy, and then they're like, well, if ghosts can speak to us through frequencies, which is a thing that a lot of people have had paranormal experiences where they're listening to the radio and they hear disembodied voice through the radio. So then at that point they were like, let's do that. But they made the spirit box, which like cycles through radio stations at like a hyper fast speed, like faster than you can even think. I think it's like 5 channels per second or some shit.
I'm looking at a spirit box. SB11, if anyone else wants to look it up. New 8. It's New 8. Because I'm just imagining some like Chinese company pumping these out.
Yeah. Americans use it, some child labor, and they're like, Americans use these to hunt dead people.
New 8 also makes wireless earbuds. Let's see what the review for those. They look 4 stars, pretty good.
There you go. So the spirit box cycles through a bunch of channels at once, and then basically the ghosts can like use the energy to speak through the box, and it's easier than making a disembodied voice, which takes more energy. Apparently,
you're providing the energy.
Yes, and so that's what the box does. So we had the box down, and I'm of course very skeptical, and the box gives you like intelligent answers sometimes, which is weird, of course, but you can explain that away. But you're
searching for intelligent answers.
Yeah. So as we're using,
you ignore all the noise, literally, and then you're
you have to.
Oh look,
but you hear a real voice come through the box, or we did at one point.
Yeah,
and it wasn't like a radio noise; it was like a voice, and it said a name, and so that was weird because we asked for names, and then we heard some other stuff too, and then we also heard it swear.
The reviews for this are pretty good.
There you go. My mom probably owns it.
71% 5 stars.
Damn.
What do you mean you hear swears though? Like I've heard swears on the radio.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have.
You heard college radio?
Yes, college radio, which is on FM. Sometimes they play music with swear words.
Think on
Sometimes
an AM station, we heard "fuck you" 4 times in the span of 2 hours,
maybe
randomly. No, that's ridiculous.
Maybe
it's not. Also, in in Utah, you think they were saying "fuck you" multiple times on AM radio?
One, no one listens to AM. We don't know what frequencies those talk boxes go to, so it's probably like tuning into the ham radio frequencies. This is my skeptical
No,
analysis.
no, it
And
doesn't.
you're tuning into truckers talking, and they're just like, "Hey, fuck you, cut me off in here." And
I actually don't
just-
think. Do truckers use ham radio anymore?
Oh yeah, they still do.
So anyway, that is that. But that doesn't even. None of that even matters because while we were using it, we were trying to talk to it, and then someone whistled at us from outside of the box next to us, like a person was in the clothes by us,
Yeah.
because there's a giant closet, and they whistled at us. It didn't even come from the box. Literally, someone outside whistled to us, and we were like, "What the fuck? That wasn't from the box. We just got whistled at, and we recorded it live. It was fucking crazy."
You got the videos. So, are you now a believer?
I don't know. I mean, I've definitely am a. Here's what I've done. I've upgraded from non-believer to guy that can explain what happened to him.
Oh, that's like Les Stroud being like, I don't know, Bigfoot's probably real, but maybe I don't know.
That's me. I'm with Les Stroud. Like, dude, fucking ghosts might be real. I will say someone was like, so if ghosts are real, astrology, right? And I'm like, no, ghosts are more believable than astrology. You fucking nerd.
I think you should talk to the ghosts and ask them their thoughts on astrology.
Yeah, maybe we should.
So AM radio is right next to the frequency of long wave radio, which I guess, I don't know if people, because that's one of the things is AM, I think you can bounce it off the atmosphere and clouds, some weird thing. So long wave is even like a lower frequency. Maybe people talk to each other or like long range. Maybe there's.
But here's also the thing: even if you were going to hear a word, you wouldn't be able to. You don't hear whole words through the frequencies because the frequency changes like 5 times a second.
Yeah. All right.
So any actual word you hear has to be completed through multiple frequencies. So there would be no way to even hear what a college kid was saying on his radio station.
We don't know.
Because it would have to cycle. It would have to cycle through the same frequency like 30 times in a row to make 4 seconds of sound or whatever.
I mean, that's if you trust the talk box. Again, I'm just saying it's some company making it.
Sure, but I mean, also we did hear it for over the course of like an hour and a half. And
so what else did you hear? You heard a whistle.
Yes, we heard a whistle. We heard growls, which were weird.
Ooh.
We saw some stuff, but of course that wasn't on camera. So like there's
never.
I mean, it never is. We did see some things that were really unsettling and weird.
Like what?
But like again, it's just like shadows and stuff. Like things that were like whole pieces. Like there's this hallway and it's got all these clothes on either side of it.
Yeah.
And there was like this black piece of clothing basically like way out in the middle of the hallway. And we were like, oh, because we had been looking at it. Jared and I were looking at it. And then it like kind of stood up a little bit and then just walked backwards into the clothes. And we were like, oh, that was a person crouching down looking at us. But there was no one up there.
You both saw it.
We both saw it. We even went and looked and we could not find. There's no way a person would have been quiet, by the way. Like they couldn't have done it silently either. So it was pretty wild.
I don't think ghosts are real, but shadow people were definitely fucking with you.
That's possible. I mean, that's a good middle ground to be like, ghosts no, shadow people yes, absolutely. Just a real Art Bell type vibe.
Yeah.
I love that twist. Ghosts aren't real, and you're like, oh, okay. And then you're like, shadow people are, however.
Yes. Dude, when I was in when I was like 18 or 19, I remember my parents went on vacation somewhere for like a week and I just stayed home. My entire family was gone, so I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay up for 72 hours and watch horror movies. And I did, and by the third day I was seeing like stuff moving out of the corner of my eye and like starting to hallucinate because I've been up for like 70 hours without sleep just watching horror movies just to see how long I could stay up. And I was like, it didn't freak me out because I was like, oh, I know I'm so like delirious and tired. that this is what I'm seeing. Like I'm actually just seeing stuff, and I'm like, oh man, I'm seeing too many shadow people. I better go to sleep. Like,
I mean, I see stuff in the corner of my eye all the time, and that kind of shit is just like, that's normal.
I
But
used
when
to
you
when I was
see
a child.
when you see a full-on thing with someone else, and you're like, holy fuck. Also, we heard a lot of like weird shit too. So I don't know, man. We heard disembodied voices, or we heard them on camera, but we didn't hear them at the time. EVPs is what they're called.
Who do you think?
Electronic voice phenomena.
Who do you think gets more pussy, comedians or ghost hunters?
Ghost Hunters, 100%. 100% Zach Baggins slays more
Damn.
than any pro comedian. Yeah.
More than magicians?
Way more than magicians, dude. Ghost Hunters slay it for sure.
I'm trying to think of like the word that like dorkiest hobbies that just attract hot babes for
You know
some
who
stupid
fucks the
reasons.
least?
Who?
Sasquatch hunters.
Yeah, they
anyone
do.
looking for Bigfoot, you know what?
Damn.
You're more likely to find Bigfoot than you are to find pussy out in those woods, dude. Straight up.
It is funny the types of cryptids that girls are attracted to. I think vampires number one, and
Yeah.
you can't go hunting for vampire. I mean, maybe we should. Maybe we should start looking for vampires.
Dude, I'll fuck a vampire up.
No, I'm saying, oh yeah. We should like offer tours to bring hot chicks with us to go vampire hunting, like bring steaks and be like, we're in a castle. We're like, oh, we didn't find any, but while we're here, do you want to make out?
Dude, that's what ghost hunters do. Dude, imagine
That's
how
what I'm saying.
Dude, girls get so horny when they're scared. Why is that? I'm the opposite. That's why I don't like horror movies, because girls
Really?
I know so many girls who are like, well, I know you don't like them, but if you watch them with me, I'll get horny. And it's like, bitch, my dick will be the softest because I'm scared.
Isn't that
my
like,
dick is
you don't get like the roller coaster effect?
no, dude, my dick is on the team. As soon as I get scared, my body, my heart, my mind, and my dick link up Voltron style, and they're like, get us out. Every single one of us is a team. This comrade penis, comrade heart, and comrade brain, we're all together in this. We got to get out now.
Archaeologists are just looking for the mummy. Mummies should like get with chicks. Look what I found.
Dude, it's just so scary. I don't like it. Yeah, dude, it makes me soft. I will say that if I get mildly spooked, though, I can rally it together. But
yeah. So what else? You saw a something. You're not saying it's a person or ghost. You just saw.
I don't know.
I
think shadow people is the best way to say it. I saw a shadow person.
Ooh, spooky.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. It legit freak. I will say this, like, I'm the first guy to be like, fuck you, go into that room alone. Let's do it. Close the door.
Yeah, that's me.
See what happens. Yes, that's you. I will say, in the moment when I was there, the way it made me feel was so crazy that I was like, nope, wouldn't do it. Wouldn't go up there alone. Fuck that.
You don't think you were picking up on the energy of the tribe? Because I think a lot of people are like looking to get spooked, and so I think there's a very real human to human connection. Like if someone's amped, you can almost feel that without even looking at them.
No, because all the ghost hunters don't get scared.
Oh, really? So it's just you?
Yeah, my mom and all the other ghost hunters are like super serious. Like, my mom was just like not scared at all. Except for when we actually heard something, she was like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, so it got you amped, and then you're looking, your brain's going wild, you're in a high alert, and then you just start noticing patterns where there are none.
Well, I mean, I only got amped because ghosts are real. Like, yeah. What are you talking about? That would be like, oh, so you heard gunshots, but they couldn't have been. They might have been cars backfiring. It's like, dude, I'm only hearing gunshots because I heard a real gunshot. I saw someone shoot a gun. Like, yeah, I heard a fucking ghost whistle at me from the fucking shadows, and then I saw him escape into the clothes like a monster in a fucking movie. And then, yes, the rest of the time I was amped, but only because I fucking saw that shit, dude.
So are you gonna quit?
Crazy.
Are you gonna quit stand up to become a ghost hunter full time?
Maybe.
Is it more rewarding?
No, it's scary. I don't think I would.
They'd
have to pay me a lot, dude. It is too scary. My mom was like, we could you can go up by yourself. I was like, dude, fuck that
Dude, I would
bitch. What are
totally
you
go.
saying?
You know what's funny?
I know
Well,
you would. You wouldn't have an experience, so that's the point. Is the ghosts like they like feed off of your energy, and it's not necessarily scared energy, but the ghosts are like
you're sounding very much like a religious person right now. It's like, no, you can't. You won't feel the spirit. And
well, you know what though?
God won't reveal himself to you unless you already believe.
I take it back what I just said though, because I was so fucking skeptical and like was laughing the whole time until it happened to me. So maybe, yeah, dude, you should go up there alone. I would love for you to.
So what's funny is when you were up there alone, I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of demons. Like I think I've heard like the explanation for like demons and stuff is if you don't believe, they can't even like mess with you. Is that
Yes,
like
I've heard that about demons. Demons specifically, not ghosts.
But anyways, so it's like, well, I don't believe in it, and that stuff doesn't scare me. What did scare me in the back of my mind while you guys were, while I was watching your live stream of ghost hunting, I'm like, what if there's a crazy homeless guy and he stabs you? That's legit. That's what scares me more. And there's no, there's no FM radio talk box that picks up on that.
just some dude watching you from the shadows with a knife in his hand.
I know.
No, dude, I will say I was kind of like, hey, you know, is this place locked down good? Because they were telling the story about the dudes who froze to the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then we saw their juices, and I was like, whoa, it's fucking wild. So I was like, is there going to be someone up here? But we didn't look like so thoroughly. Someone probably could have hid from us, maybe, but we went through the clothes and stuff. Like, we would have heard for sure because we were so quiet all the time. They would have to be like a pro at hiding to not be found by us.
I wonder if there's people, because there's ghost hunters. I wonder if there's people that follow ghost hunters just to fuck with them. That'd be
Dude,
fun.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, we should do that. Ghost fuckers. Or
that's like when I was a kid, we used to go by the highway and put like deer skin over us and then like run along the ground when we would see a car come and pretend to be skinwalkers. Yes. And just fuck with people, dude. And sometimes people would stop the car and like be super freaked out, and then of course we would be a group of us, so then one person would run in front of the car, so they would see us behind them and be like, they would stop the car like, did you fucking see that? You know clearly it's like two guys or some guy and his wife, and he's just like, did you see the monster or whatever? And they're sitting there arguing, and then my friend just runs out in front of the car like a deer carcass, just like scuttling on the ground, like so scary. Dude, we scared so many people. We also used to.
Did anyone ever? A gun?
No, but we had someone pull out like they had a spotlight on their truck and they tried to spotlight us, but we just hid from them and we kept fucking with them. It was really funny. We used to go to the hot pots, which are like the hot springs, before they were all commercialized and made so that Instagram influencers could come and use them.
Van life ruined it.
Oh, I fucking hate all those people so much. But anyway, when it was like locals only and to get there was kind of hard. So we would go there and people would camp there and we would go like shake their tents and like wear like creepy costumes and like just be out in the darkness. Like they'd have a flashlight and they'd catch like a glimpse of you like running on all fours with a fucking deer skin on. And we would have people like cry, who are you? What do you want from us? And it was pretty evil. I'll be real. We probably fucked up a lot of city people's lives, but you know what?
You're lucky the mystery machine never showed up to catch you, kids.
I mean, there's tons of like legends about, you know, how haunted Fillmore is. And I'm sure some of that is me and my friends just keeping the legend alive. I know kids still do that to this day.
Nice.
It's pretty fun. Makes me want to do it again.
It definitely is. Makes me want to buy a Bigfoot suit and walk around.
Just go out where people are hunting Bigfoot as Bigfoot and just give them a little peek. Just give them you know what would be funny is if you had like a telescope and you're like, we're watching this mountain, and then some hick guy like looks into the telescope and then you're in the Bigfoot suit walking and they catch one little glimpse of you. And then I look in it and I'm like, he's not there. You didn't see him. Just
what are you talking
let him have
about?
that little moment. Let him have his moment, but then don't fully give it to him, you know?
That's a good Impractical Jokers style prank.
So fucked up. Oh,
Oh man, I mean,
dude,
that is,
if we could fake any cryptid for a person, who do you think deserves it the most? Is it Bigfoot hunters?
oh, for like a group of people,
Like if we were gonna pretend to be a cryptid, which one would be the
dude.
most fun to be?
Honestly, Bigfoot, because it's the most searched for. There hasn't been a great Bigfoot sighting in a while. Like
Yeah.
aliens, whatever. There's the alien community. They're kind of lame. There's too many
Yeah,
crazes.
you're right. You're right.
Bigfoot people, I feel like they would relish it the most for the longest too. Like every other,
I feel like Bigfoot people, like they would see you and they would forget to videotape you, and they would just be like, "Good enough for me. I saw him."
dude, yeah,
Like I feel like they're like the down home, the most wholesome of the cryptid hunters.
I would say if you're a young lady and you want to go cryptid hunting with people, don't go with vampire people because they're definitely going to ghost hunters and vampire hunters, as we've established, definitely
Creeps.
they're creeps. Bigfoot hunters are wholesome. they look like they're always like portly 5'4" guys wearing, again, fisherman vests and bucket hats. They got their neck beard.
Yeah.
All Bigfoot hunter. Is there no buff Bigfoot hunter? Like just
No.
Chad Bigfoot hunter?
No, they're all soft bodied. They're like the hicks that are just like, I don't chew because I'm nervous. Like they're so, yeah, dude. Or I don't know. They're really bad.
Dude,
Do you think anyone's ever made a porn parody where like you have to stake a vampire and they try to stake a dildo into a lady
absolutely
while she's sleeping? Yeah, I was like, did I invent this? And I was like, no, it has to have already been made.
Vampire porn, every iteration.
It's just so funny to imagine a guy wearing a Van Helsing costume and there's just some chick sleeping upside down like a vampire, and he's like, I'm gonna stake her, and he like lines it up on her pussy and he has a mallet and he just stakes it into her. Pretty good.
I feel like he stole that from the Spider-Man porn where he's upside down and he gets the upside down blowjob.
Dude, that rules. I've gotten an upside down blowjob.
Oh yeah, were you hanging upside down?
Well, I fell off the bed while we were having sex, and we were like
real
laughing.
Upside down.
And I was like upside down, like holding on, but the bed is high enough that I was like basically doing a handstand push-up.
Oh yeah? Were you on a 6 foot tall bed?
I was on my old bed, which I know you know is tall.
Yeah, it's not 6 feet tall.
It's not 6 feet tall, but it was 4.5 feet tall for sure. And so like my legs I was upside down enough.
I'm not counting it.
It counts.
I'm not.
No, it counts.
Yeah, for an upside down blowjob.
Get an upside down blowjob?
Yeah, I know you can get it, but you haven't. It's like the Mile High Club people that are like, I got a hand job, and I'm like, that doesn't count. You have to have sex in the bathroom.
All right, Patreon. If you're on Patreon, hit me up. Listen, I don't even want to like hang out or anything. I just need you to come over. I'll already be hard. I'll be upside down. Just go ahead and gluck.
Nope. I'm saying you can't do a handstand. You can't do a handstand. You have to be hanging upside down.
I will. I'll buy boots for it.
There you go.
Do I have to? Does it have to be to completion, or can I just get to what? How much do I need to get?
What are the rules on Mile High Club?
I don't think you have to finish.
I don't think if you have to finish, because then a lot of women would not be in the Mile High Club.
True. So yeah, you just have to get it in. So yeah, someone come over. I'll be upside down in the doorway. Walk right over, just give me one good throat coat and then get out.
If you're abducted by aliens and they probe you, does that count as being in the Mile High Club?
Yes.
Technically.
Yeah, I think so.
So what else happened with the ghosts? Anything else creepy? You got whistled at? You heard a voice?
Got whistled at. We heard voices. We saw some weird shit. And then later on, we went downstairs. Like every single person congregates at one time so that any sound we hear can be debunked very easily, you know? So they're trying to like talk to the ghost and have it interact with us as a group. And apparently this works fairly often, but it was not working that night. So me and my brother were like, this is fucking lame. We went upstairs by ourselves, and we're sitting and talking to each other, like waiting for everyone to be done downstairs being lame. And then we hear someone coming upstairs. We're like, oh, cool. Mom's coming upstairs, fucking finally. So we hear this loud ass person like come up the stairs.
Like
But
loud,
then
like
there's
how
no one.
loud you walk.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yes. Like literally. Yes. Like,
Just for everyone, Shayne stomps around. I can hear him stomping
bro,
2 stories down on the stairs coming up.
There's a method to the madness, because you know how if you run into a bear, you need to make a lot of noise so it doesn't get surprised by you.
I'm the
and then
bear.
It gets all scared.
I'm silent.
No,
I'm a ninja bear.
the bear. No, I'm the bear. So listen, I have to make noise, because if I'm coming up the stairs and then there's a random woman and she sees me, she's gonna shit her pants. She needs to know I'm gonna be there and be ready for me.
So you don't
You know what I
surprise
mean?
anyone.
Exactly. There's a method to the madness. So
You know
anyway,
what? I have
dude,
surprised.
I'm so quiet. You never hear me when I want to be quiet, and I know that because you've never heard me.
At my
You
old
don't know
job,
when I'm around.
At my old job, I did surprise a few coworkers, like just walking up, like, and I was like, "Hey, what's up with it?" And they were like, "Oh," like I'm silent. I got these ninja feet.
Dude, you're sidling people, Elaine Boozer style.
Dude, imagine how much quieter I could be if I lose 50 pounds.
I think you'll be even louder.
I'll be like Legolas walking on top of snow.
No way, your weight drives you into the earth and makes you one with the ground.
You think I just shuffle? I'm never off the ground.
Yeah, you're just floating.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyways, something's coming up the stairs. You could hear it.
It clomped up the stairs. Then no one was there. So we were like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden we heard someone in the bathroom. And we're like, how is someone in the bathroom? And then they were making a ton of rustling noises. And then there was like this super ominous feeling. And it was like, there was I don't know how to explain it. Like, if someone was standing in the doorway to the bathroom looking at us like 15 feet away and just breathing at us, but
like how
there
I
was
do
no
to you
body.
sometimes.
Yeah, it was so crazy, dude. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, our reaction is caught live on tape, and both of us were just like, what the fuck?
And
it was so wild.
I don't know. We'll have to go to the footage because I couldn't hear it watching on stream.
So
I think some people heard about it.
If you go twitch.tv/Shaydozer,
yeah,
some people clipped it, and I'm going to post some of the clips tomorrow on my Instagram. So when this comes out, if you go to my Instagram, there's just going to be a little like swipey show where I'm just going to, me and my brother are going to say what it is, and then you can swipe and watch it and decide for yourself. But it's fucking crazy, dude. I don't even know. So also, there was some stuff we didn't hear. Someone clipped at one point, like I say something to the camera and I show like this little Santa figurine that I found, and then like something clearly growls into the microphone. It's wild.
Probably a Jewish ghost. Doesn't like Santa Claus.
Oh, I was like, why is it Jewish? Oh, it doesn't like Santa. Okay, that checks out.
Do you think there's that's my watching you guys, because Jared's a little aggressive with the ghost questions. Like he's kind of cocky and like, yeah, I'm not afraid. Like, all right, and then
sure.
I'm always saying we should ask. Not enough ghost hunters speak Spanish and ask for like Spanish ghosts, because that would prove it to me. Because they're like, well, we heard the F word on the FM radio. What if there's plenty of dead Spanish people around the American West. If you ask some questions in Spanish, and it's like all these American radio stations, and then some Spanish ghost is like, Yo soy un ghost. How do you say ghost in Spanish?
Yo soy un ghost. I love that he's Spanglish.
Estoy muerto. That would be more conclusive to me. Oh, Yo soy un fantasma.
So Ghost Adventures catches Spanish ghosts.
Oh,
but
there you go. They're real. I believe now.
There's episodes where they're in Europe and they hear like the European ghosts, and those are really funny because they bring like Italian. They do one where they're in Italy, like one of their major episodes that is famous. They're in Italy and they're like some Italian like death camp where the Italians like put the plague victims, and like they're having all these paranormal experiences, and they have all these EVPs that are in Italian, and they bring him to like an Italian guy and they're like, translate this, and he's just like, I fucking don't know what this is. Like he just is so super unimpressed. Like, yeah, I guess, I don't know. I'm Italian. I don't fucking care.
That's another
like,
thing
right.
is like how long have ghosts been around? Because aren't there like just literally hundreds of like billions of dead people generations before us? Because
Well, yes,
what
but
if
if
you
you don't,
like how long
we
can a
don't know
ghost
what
hang
ghosts
around?
are.
What if you're
Yeah,
like what if
we
there's
don't know. These are
caveman
all good
ghosts?
questions. Ask the ghosts. That's the
Like,
thing. That's the thing.
like that's what I'd be in the ghost recorder. I want to talk to the really old ghosts.
You want to
Just
talk? I want to talk to Neanderthal ghosts about their dick length. I want to find
yeah.
that out. Well, yeah, dude. I mean, those are all questions I've had, and apparently the consensus in the community is like, yeah, that's why we ghost hunt, because who fucking knows? Why do they speak so much English? Do they just know that we're English, so the English speaking ghosts show up? Do all ghosts just, when they try to communicate, they're able to, and then so maybe the ghost isn't English, but they're speaking English because the spirit world doesn't work the same way language works here? Who knows?
No, I like that. I like that English is truly a universal language.
Well, because remember when God first created man, there was one automatic language and everyone understood everyone no matter how they spoke. And then the Tower of Babel happened and God cursed man to have many different languages. So we are the children of Babel who are cursed to not understand.
Oh, so you think when we
So,
die, we can speak God's language?
well, we can speak all languages, because what
Oh,
language is, according to the Bible, isn't actually different dialects. It's us all not being able to understand each other as a punishment. So technically, maybe we were all speaking these languages, but we understood each other.
okay.
And so that's what the curse is.
I just figured like if you're dead and have a lot of time on your hands in the spirit world, you're like,
You
fuck it,
just got.
I'll learn Japanese while I'm here so I can talk to the Japanese ghosts.
How much does Ghost Rosetta Stone cost? You're just like,
like if you die in America and everyone right now speaks English, you'd probably be like, I can talk to the most. If I was a ghost, I'd learn Spanish and English if I didn't know them, and then
what
hang
if you're
out.
like, you know how they say ghosts get attached to people? Like, what if a ghost gets attached to me? I go to Japan. The ghost is American. I go into a temple where the ghost isn't allowed to go because it's like sacred, and there's like ghost rules, and I'm safe. So like I get saged at the temple or whatever. Now the American ghost is just trapped in Japan and it's trying to haunt Japanese people, but doesn't know how to do it correctly. So
There you
Japanese people
go.
don't even care.
That happens.
Japanese
Imagine getting
so like,
trapped in another country.
because in Japan, spirits are good luck. So like if you have a poltergeist and it like moves your shit around, or you wake up in the morning and like your silverware is like out on the ground or rearranged,
Really?
Japanese people aren't scared. They're like, oh my God, good luck.
That's so fun.
So imagine just being American ghosts trying to fuck with these Japanese people, and they're just like, dude, we are killing it. We should probably be gambling. Like,
Back to like how Jared was asking questions. I wish I was there because if I was, my mentality for talking to ghosts is like, all right, this is a first date. I gotta kill it. I gotta make the ghost laugh. I gotta have a good time, get to know them.
my mom is so smart. She's like, hey, just so you know, Mac's not allowed ever.
Did she really?
Yeah, she knows. She knows. And that just by you saying that, I was like, damn, she really knew what she was doing when she said that. She knows.
I'm too.
You can't be
what are you
trying to
talking
make
about?
a ghost like, well, because
Why?
you don't know if the ghosts are intelligent. They're not like intelligent the way you think they are. So you're not gonna.
Well,
What?
no,
Give me an
no.
example.
This is the thing, because there's probably dumb ghosts and smart ghosts, and if you're asking all these dumb ghost questions, like, oh, what's your name? like they're gonna be like, I don't want to talk to this. But if I'm like, hey,
How are you gonna?
any ghosts here? Fucking like, what are we up to? I wanna. What's your favorite TV show? Anybody watch Seinfeld? Like, if you just kept it casually, you know how like when people talk to children like they're children, the
Yes,
children kind of
infuriating.
it.
So you're saying we're baby talking the ghosts?
That's what I'm saying. You're kind of I like. I want to like make some ghost friends. I want to get haunted by cool ghosts.
Okay.
I want more ghost listeners to our podcast.
Dude, I would also. I mean, I will say I would like a ghost listener too.
We should,
Dude.
we should get an FM radio and start an illegal, like 24/7 stream of our podcast, pirate radio style. So ghosts
And just play it in haunted buildings.
Do you think ghosts are going to get lonely once all the normal radio signals go dark?
Maybe.
Because doesn't
my mom was playing music for one ghost, and she said the ghost responds to the music.
Because that's like this is like a weird concept I was reading about once. Is back in like once television signals were invented, we're broadcasting, right? Those signals go out into space and they just keep going infinitely. And so we started broadcasting television signals in the like when was TV invented? 30s, 40s?
Yeah.
And so for now that we have what is it? Because like 10 years ago, like 5-10 years ago, they stopped doing normal television signals and it's now digital instead of analog signals. So those signals don't go, you're not going to pick up on that in space if you're like an ancient alien civilization, that those signals hit in like 1,000,000 light years or whatever. So what if ghosts also are like, hey, can you just leave one show to play I Love Lucy reruns on or something? Like we can't pick up on your HD TV bullshit. The technology, we don't know how to like pick up on circuit boards.
Wasn't there a show isn't there a movie where the ghosts like come out of your phone, like they figure out how to harness the energy of like phones and electronics, and then they kill everybody, and like everyone's trying to escape, and at the end of they kind of figure it out like halfway through the movie, like, oh, you can't have a phone, they come through it. I don't know. It sounds
like a shitty Black Mirror episode.
Oh yeah, I never watched.
Your phone is haunted.
You know how I know Black Mirror fucking sucks? Is because I've never seen 5 minutes of the show. But anytime anyone ever references it, I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a bad Black Mirror episode, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so I know everything the show's about. It sounds like it sucks.
Let's stop saying bad Black Mirror episode and just say Black Mirror episode.
There you go. But you just get it.
Every episode is just like, what if your computer was bad? You're like, okay.
Motherfucker, it is. I'm addicted to porn.
That'd be a good Black Mirror episode. Just some incel beating off. He's like, I can't stop.
It's just a regular episode. Yeah, it's like not even like a documentary.
There's some hot girl that he's like giving, like spending $500 to on her, like, what do you do that on Twitch or something? Pokemon, no, please say my name.
Here's a cool Black Mirror episode. You're Mormon and you're married, and you accidentally give your credit card information to a porn site that says it's going to mail you a bill. Now you have to keep your wife from discovering the charges and figuring out what you've done. And the whole episode is just this dude trying to intercept this, lie to his wife so it doesn't destroy his whole life. It's a pretty good episode.
So those were Mormon ghost hunters you were with, right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, I think so. I think all of them.
Were they bummed out by you guys? No,
they were super. There's two types of Mormons: Mormons who are bummed out by me, and Mormons who think we're the fucking coolest. Yeah. Because there's like cool Mormons, and they're like, yeah, I'm Mormon, but I'm cool. And that was these people, and I dig those people. They're cool. I like, yeah, sure.
No,
I just always thought that they're like, yeah. But you know how like some very religious people, there's the two types of religious people where they're like, the one type is like, ugh, stay away from me. And the other type is like, yeah, I'm into Jesus, but also I like rock and roll. And then they like, you're like, all right, I guess.
That's anyone who makes the one thing their entire life, their personality. And that goes across everything. No matter if you make one thing your entire personality, you're a boring person. Pick two things.
Mac,
what?
Isn't her whole personality, your whole philosophy trying to be funny over all other situations?
I don't
You
try.
are never serious?
I don't
You are
try,
never.
so
You
it's
are
not.
never serious.
That's not my personality. I have other interests.
By your own admission, you have broken your only rule.
No, I'm into Bigfoot.
No, but
I'm
you're
gonna
not
buy.
seriously into Bigfoot. You're only into it because it's funny.
No, you definitely know I'm into tons of stuff from my YouTube search histories.
Oh my God. I don't know how into it you are as much as how you would just watch sad videos.
And they're not sad. Engineering bullshit, machining, woodworking. I fell asleep too.
That's only half of the story. What's the other half of your YouTube story?
The other half is all your shitty videos that you watch on my
No,
YouTube and ruin my
no.
algorithm.
Oh, you're lashing out now because you know that half of everything you watch is severely mentally ill people who are not doing well.
Whoa.
And they're not even funny. You literally just watch them like as a fascinating case study. And it's so weird that you watch them that now my hobby is watching you watch them. I'm just
people are imagining when you say mentally ill, it's not just like there's no like Down syndrome people or anything.
No, there is though. There is
not on YouTube.
Also.
Not on YouTube.
Yes, because you like to watch that guy that interviews those people.
Oh, I don't enjoy him, but I am subscribed to him.
If you don't enjoy him, why have I caught you watching his videos on multiple occasions?
I can watch stuff is a fascation and not enjoy it.
Okay.
Those videos are bummers.
Everyone?
No.
Do you see what I'm talking about, everybody?
What I like to watch, I'll list them off for you. One of my favorite channels is Simply Sarah. Mm-hmm. She's like some 500-pound woman who makes 4,000 calorie meals.
Yes,
that's a classic. I like Scooby Works That. He's this gay bodybuilder who's really has a goofier voice than yours.
He's a weird one that you watch. I don't understand.
I watch Brian Roper on he's the severely autistic guy who collects chairs, who has like thousands of plastic chairs in his basement. I watch Malibu Illusion, who's just that weird surfer dude who's high on life. He seems like he's tripping on LSD. Who else am I subscribed to that I constantly watch?
A few weird ones. I don't even know. Anyway, it's all weird, and they don't make content that you enjoy. You just are watching them to be. I honestly, for the life of me, can't understand what you're getting out of it. But I don't
interesting
know, man.
People. Though?
There's a lot of interesting people who make content that is like will teach you and fulfill you and motivate you, but you were just watching this non-content that's just like, yeah, this dude's fucking literally doesn't know where he is. He barely functions in society, and he cuts his hair into a bowl cut all the time, and you're like, man, what's gonna happen with him next?
You know what I really think it is? Because you're like, there's all this wholesome content. Yeah, you could watch literally thousands of guys teach you how to make like a birdhouse out of like cabinets.
And you do watch them.
No, and I do watch those. But I think I really enjoy the YouTubers are like, oh, they are the only person doing this. This is the only guy in the entire world with a plastic chair collection of over 1,000 plastic chairs. That something in his brain, like that he doesn't even know, is like there's just a weird switch that got flipped, and he's like, I gotta collect these chairs. I have to collect chairs. That's my thing. And I love humans that are just weird in that specific way.
Can I say that I also love that? I totally get what you mean. I'm with you. I knew about the plastic chair guy before I ever saw you watch him. But the difference between you and I is I see plastic chair guy. I see one video where he's showing off his rarest 10 chairs. They're all the same plastic chair. You're like, what? There's no difference, bro.
I can tell the difference.
I'm learning the difference. He's literally talking about how he dumpster dives to rescue and refurbish plastic chairs. He's nuts. And I watch this and I go, dude, hell yeah, good for this guy. So fucking tight. Love him. Love that he's out there living his life. And then I go, put it in my memory. feels good that he's out there, and then I move on. I do not
See,
spend
you're a fake fan.
You
shout
spend
out, shout out to Buff Carell. I watch every single one of Buff Carell's videos.
you really do, dude.
I dive deep into the history. I like to find out where they started. I like
Hundreds of hours of video. So that's the thing. Me and you feel the exact same about people. I love weirdos. It's a part of why I've dated so many weird, fucking crazy people, and I love that. But when you are like, oh, I see the chairs and I go, okay, 20 minutes in, I secure the information and I'm on to the next thing. You dedicate hundreds of hours of watch time. It's fucking
what else are you gonna
maddening.
watch?
I don't know. You're just so
Dude,
crazy.
all
dude.
you do
it's
is
so
watch.
Crazy.
Every time I look over at you, you're always you're listening to hardcore music and someone painting Warhammer miniatures. It never changes with you. At least with me, there's a different mentally ill person.
But I'm learning how to paint better.
Yeah, I'm learning about the human condition.
What are you going to use that to do? Here's my thing. No, here's my thing is you kind of are the 10 people you hang out with most, and that's very real, right?
Yes.
And so
and these are my online friends I hang out with.
Dude, and you don't hang out with anyone but me and then those people on YouTube, and I've watched your descent into madness over the last 2 years as you become more and more unhinged and antisocial. Dude,
I'm starting a YouTube channel soon.
Mac, when is the last time you bought a new shirt?
I bought you the same shirt. Did I buy it? Yeah, I bought you that shirt. The Owen what's
you
his name?
did. Oh
that was
my
like 2 months
God.
ago.
The only new shirt you've bought, I want to say in 4 years, is
Not
from a mentally ill person.
He's
that
not
you
mentally ill.
Online.
No.
He is. He literally thinks that aliens are a black op that are demons trying to stop people from believing in God. I don't know. And listen,
where's the lie?
Again,
where's the lie?
Dude, this is almost an intervention. I think next episode, when I come back, we're just gonna fully get into it.
No, I will only subscribe harder to more people.
Oh my God. All right. Well, I'm worried about you, and I just think throw one fashion YouTube in there.
I follow Mr. Methane. He's the guy who can fart in different songs. That British guy, he's a good one.
Important.
I still follow a few Salt Lake City comedians on YouTube, and they pop up every now and then. Those ones do me the most damage.
Damn, those are brutal. Even I can't hang. That's real, because anytime you watch them, I tell you to turn it off because I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm trying to eat. This is gonna fuck me up.
Look,
I almost feel like this should be the real episode, not the Patreon episode. It's so
do you want
better.
to? I haven't published the other one.
Let's do that.
All right, we'll flip it around. Psych, this isn't Patreon. This is episode whatever we're on. I think let me look it up.
You can record a little intro, be like, hey, we like the other one more. Shayne was sad when he recorded the first one.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I was having a time. The girl hurt my feelings, full stop. I'll be real.
So this will be welcome to episode number 60, Cowboy Boys.
Hell yeah.
Now,
it's a good app.
I'll just leave that
up. Great bits.
If you listen to the end, you'll get it.
Yeah, you'll get it. All right.
Everybody go subscribe to Simply Sarah on YouTube. I don't know how much longer she's going to be alive.
Dude, I will agree with Mac. If you want to enjoy her content, now is the time. Now is definitely the time to enjoy her.
I just think you haven't found, like, you find your weirdos like street beefs.
Yeah, but street beefs is like fights. It's like I'm watching a whole thing.
Yes,
there's trauma.
Mentally ill people fighting. I think mine is more wholesome.
You're right. I'll give you this one. I'll give you that one. I do like they fight. I'm into it. And you know what? I'll give you one more. You're not gonna call me out on this, but I'll call myself out. Superhuman.
Oh, I just passed one of him. That's the thing, is some of these people get famous.
Did you see Superhuman weed whack himself?
No.
He got weed whacked. He had his. I assume his father weed whacked his stomach.
I was gonna say, report of the week blew up and got big. Some of these people.
No, but he makes actually good content.
Everyone else makes great content.
No, they don't.
One-
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, what's the Mr. Malibu? Malibu what?
Malibu Illusion? You haven't seen the bowl
Malibu
cut
Illusion.
video? You haven't seen
I
the
want someone
boggles?
to go. I want someone, not even those 2 videos. I want someone to go watch any 10 of his videos and tell me you're subscribed.
Well, he's pretty.
And genuinely,
He kind of gets into some conspiracy stuff.
yes, he does.
You know who another favorite of mine is?
Who?
Tor, that weird Swedish guy who doesn't speak any English, who just makes bleeps and bloops and swims in ice water.
He's cool.
That's a
But
good
he's
one.
going out into the wilderness. That's like a nature thing.
Hey, some of these people are nature people.
He swam in the East River too, which can't be good.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did. In the cold too. I was like, damn, dude, that's gnarly. But I gotta go do yard work.
At
So,
night.
everyone, thank you so much for listening. Sub to our Patreon, where there's an episode that we talk about Zach Baggins having sex with one of our friends.
Oh, is that the real reason you want to make that a Patreon episode?
No, I just thought this one. No, I feel happy now.
Now that you can tell that you have a career in ghost hunting, you're like, we better put that one. I don't want it getting out. I don't
Behind
want
the
to shoot.
paywall.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot in case I meet up with Zach Baggins later this weekend.
So we do genuinely, one of my friends truly really did have sex with Zach Baggins and told me about it, and it's pretty good. Yeah, review us on iTunes. That'd be fucking tight if you did that. We love those. They help. Twitch.tv/Shaydozer. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday usually. What do you got going on, Mac?
I'm online. Follow me. You'll find me.
Hell yeah,
Twitter,
you will.
Twitch, Instagram.
Cool.
This podcast that you're listening to currently right now, you found me. Good job.
You've done it.
All right.
All right, everyone. Fucking yeehaw.
Yeehaw.